Abe. I just wanted to go through some of the instructions for um, logging into the AWS platform from a Mac. So a lot of the instructions are written for Windows. The Mac side is a little bit different. So I'm just going to walk you through a little bit of what this looks like on this end. So I'm assuming first and foremost that your Chrome browser, that's preferable, has the Foxy Proxy extension already added on there. So that would, as you can see here, clicking on extensions, I see Foxy Proxy standard is already installed. And I want to make sure that it does say that use proxies based on predefined patterns and priorities, that is selected. When you go through and update the XML file with Professor Me's video, you're able to do that. So you're just making sure that that's the case, and it is, so we'll go ahead and move on from here. We obviously go into our AWS Educate account, awseducate.com. Go ahead and sign in to the portal here. It'll take you to this window. We'll go ahead and click AWS account. After that, we'll go ahead and click the starter account. Opens up a new tab. From here, we'll be able to go and log into the AWS console. So you want to go ahead and do that. I've been using these for a bit, so they're already in here, but the easiest way to go back and forth between the different services is to use the drop down up here. On here, these are the 4 that we kind of use throughout the assignments. Our S3 is the one that contains our files, where we upload our files. The EZ2 is where we create our keys. The EMR is where we spin our clusters and actually connect using the SSH. So the first thing we want to do is go ahead and click on the EC2. This will allow you to create your key for the Mac. You would scroll down here on the side, click on key pairs. I've already created one, so I have this pen generated key. But you would basically create a key pair, go ahead and give it a name, and make sure that you download it as a PEM format for the Mac. Once you do download it, you'll see it. One of the items will go to your downloads folder, and you'll go ahead and click create key pair. I'm going to go ahead and cancel since I already have one. That key, like I said, will get downloaded to your downloads folder. Now you can go into your Finder and go ahead and click on your downloads, and I can see that I have it in there. I went ahead and moved everything else that was in my downloads to make this a little bit cleaner. But I'm going to leave this here for now. So now that the key pair has been created, you want to go ahead and go back to services and click on EMR. The EMR is going to allow you to basically spin up the cluster. That's basically the very first thing you want to do. To go ahead and do that, I've already done 2 of them in the past. You want to go ahead and create the cluster. You can kind of leave a lot of this standard, but you do want to go ahead and go to the advanced options and go ahead and select H catalog, since that's something you'll be using in one of the steps. So you'll go ahead and click H catalog, scroll down, go ahead and click next. Next screen, go ahead and click next. Next screen, go ahead and click next. You'll end up in this last final screen. You'll see on the side says step 4 security. It asks about the EC2 key pair that you just created. You want to make sure that you select your key, in this case pen generated key. This will be the first 3 letters of your last name and then generated key. You want to make sure to select that and then go ahead and click create cluster. This will start spinning up the cluster. You see that the node here is starting. But this takes a bit of some time. So the first time that I did it, it took about 11 minutes or so. The second time that I ran the cluster took about 7 minutes. So that's usually kind of what you can expect time-wise. You can go back to clusters here on the side and see that it's kind of still there, still starting. You can click the refresh button as much as you want. And it'll kind of give you an idea of where it's at. The clusters themselves, like I said, take about 7 minutes to spin up, and they'll be ready once it says waiting ready, ready to start or something like that. But I'll go ahead and pause the video here for now to be able to kind of move forward from there.